It's a way of the Mr. Quickie, oh yeah.
I don't know if this is true or not, but I suspect that if a poll were taken, there would be some consensus about which of all the stories in the Bible is the most beautiful. And no, it would not be the story of Jacob's son Reuben, the inventor of one of the world's most beloved sandwiches, having sex with his father's concubine. Nor would it be the story of Abraham marrying his half-sister, later known as Sarah. Or Lot, the righteous guy living in the greater metropolitan area of Sodom and Gomorrah, offering his 2 daughters to an angry mob hoping to rape a couple of angels. You people really have to get your minds out of the gutter. I think consensus would form around the story of the woman taken in adultery. If you've been living under a rock and don't know the story, it centers around a woman who was allegedly caught slithering the Hufflepuff, doing the hot yoga, opening the gates of Mordor with someone other than her hubby. A crime under Mosaic law, punishable by death, which in this case would mean stoning. A group of Pharisees and scribes brought the allegedly adulterous woman to Jesus, asking what should be done to her. They were hoping to trip him up. At first, Jesus ignored them, writing with his finger in the dirt, which is not very sanitary, but damn it, that isn't some good storytelling. It just lets the tension build and build and build. But the scribes and Pharisees continued to bug Jesus, demanding an answer from this popular new rabbi, of whom they were somewhat less than thrilled to have around, questioning their authority. Finally, Jesus tells them that whoever among them is without sin should cast the first stone. Jesus then refuses to condemn the woman and tells her to go and close the gates of Mordor. I think that's how he put it. Holy crap, that's just beautiful. I don't care if you're religious or not. That's the best version of people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones you're ever going to hear. It's not just a brilliant answer that shames those condemning the woman. It's the essence of compassion and empathy. However much her husband might disagree. Of course, that story isn't actually in the Bible. Well, it is now, but it wasn't originally. Not in the earliest manuscripts of the Gospel of John. Scholarly consensus is that the story was added later, an interpolation. For all we know, Jesus told everyone to gather the biggest stones they could find and meet him at the city gates in 15 clicks of the sundial. Jesus, being without sin, may have actually cast that first stone. Here's something else that isn't actually in the Bible. The ending of the earliest gospel, Mark. That gospel originally ended at verse 8, with the woman seeing the empty tomb, being told Jesus had risen, but running away and telling no one because they were afraid. #anticlimactic. There are no post-resurrection appearances, no hanging out for 40 days, no one touching Jesus or fondling his holes, no ascension. There's no Great Commission, the prime directive for all Christians since, requiring Christians to convert the world. Nor is there any talk of the miracles Christians would be able to perform. Signs of their genuine authority. You can call it the Word of God all you want. It really does have a nice ring to it, very authoritative. But the reality is something very different. The Bible is clearly the work of men, some of whom didn't want to see their best friends' wives stoned to death. Not while there was more slithering to be done. Once again, I'm me. Thanks for watching.